episode 3 of this Burnley career mode, and it's a bumper episode because we're not just showing one game, we're not showing highlights of 2 games, we're showing 3 games from now on for the next few episodes. 3 matches in every episode. Today's games include the first match is the away match with Leicester City, then we've got 2 coming up at home. As you can see, we're in 19th position with 2 points after 4 games, and we play Leicester, who are in 9th. Then we've got a League Cup match, that's our mini match against Nottingham Forest. There wasn't too much action in that one, but there was a lovely goal to show you in that one. And then we had to play Watford in really what was a must-winner, because they're one of those teams around us in the lower reaches of the Premier League that that we need to be winning games against. So 3 crucial games really, and we start today against Leicester, then obviously against Forest, and then Watford. So this was important. So let's get over to the King Power Stadium, where we faced the champions in what we knew was going to be a really difficult game. Let's see how we got on as we took on the champions Leicester City at the King Power. Welcome to the King Power Stadium, where Burnley faced the champions Leicester, knowing that they could do with a first win. They're still looking for their first win of the season. They start the day lying in the bottom 3, although a draw considerably for Burnley today could well take them out of the bottom 3 and to 17th place. But they've got a mountain to climb because they're up against one of the meanest defence. Leicester have only conceded 3 goals in their game so far. Actually, it's the best in the Premier League, but Burnley have only scored 3 goals. But 2 of them have gone through this man, Marcus Rashford. He got 2 in the last match against Hull. It will be a tough proposition against Claudio Ranieri's men, who named this 11. Slimani and Musa up front. Almaty and Mendy could be very crucial in the midfield. Watch out for Brighton and Mahrez. They could cause all sorts of trouble on both flanks. Tough baptism for Burnley as they shake hands. There's Claudio Ranieri. What a job he's done at Leicester City since taking the reins from Nigel Pearson. This is John Stutzy, 4th match in charge now, 5th match in charge, and this is the side he lines up. It's unchanged from the Hull City draw, which ended 2-2, and they will be wanting to put things right. 3 goals up front between Gray and Rashford, and really, if one of those can get on the score sheet, then they've got every chance in the world, Burnley, today, of upsetting the odds against the champions. The referee today is Neil Swarbrick. Rashford. Mahrez for Leicester. And here's O'Brien, former Aston Villa man, believe it or not. And here's O'Brien again. Siliami is inside the penalty area, but he can't get there. And here's Montero on towards Rashford, but Simpson just got a foot in there. That was a good piece of anticipation there by Danny Simpson. Now Siliami, good running by him, but again good tackle there by Andrew Robertson, and he's found Montero with it. And here's Defoe, what a lovely ball, and Andre Gray is through now. Is this going to be the first goal for Burnley? No, it's side netting, and Gray knows it was a golden chance. He holds his head in his hands. Through on Schmeichel. To be fair to Schmeichel, he made himself as big as possible and made it a very difficult target for Andre Gray to get past. Hernandez for Leicester, looking for support and a few runners, and he's got it there with Almaty. Almaty now turning short cross one way and another. He's turned him again. Almaty scores. Leicester City have the lead with just 26 minutes gone, and it could well be a very, very long afternoon for Burnley this afternoon. The number 13 strikes an unlucky blow for the Clarets, and the Leicester fans absolutely love him. Let's have a look at it again. Look at the way he just twists Shawcross this way and that, twists him from side to side, gets past him as if he didn't exist, and then on in he's one-on-one with Tom Eaton, and from then on in he's got absolutely no price, the goalkeeper for Burnley. It's his second goal of the season, and it means now Leicester City are in the lead by 1-0, and Daniel Amati has got it. Fuchs to Siliami, but he's lost it there to Gray, and here's Gray, just can't get Rashford in, and Anna's got a good slide tackle in there. Siliami again, he's giving it a straight to Kimmich, the man they got from Bayern Munich, £14 million, remember. And here's Marcus Rashford. Rashford, good ball. Stephen Defoe now. Oh, just wide. Good effort. Just needed to hit the target, and I think that might have been 1-1. Left foot struck it well, but just dragged the shot wide. What a chance that was to make it 1-1 there at the King Power. But unfortunately Stephen Defoe just couldn't keep his composure again. But still Burnley asking one or two questions. This is Rashford. Oh, lovely control. Lovely control. And he might make the chance for himself yet. Rashford trying to work himself a yard. And a chance here for Gray! Should have been the equaliser. Andre Gray with a golden opportunity to draw Burnley level, but drags the shot wide of the far post, and it looks as if it's going to be the first half of frustration for Burnley, trailing by 1-0. So away we go in the second half. No changes from either side, and really Burnley could do with a confidence booster of an equalising goal as Antonio keeps possession. Here's Gray. Oh, what a chance early on. This is Rashford, straight into the arms of Kasper Schmeichel. And here is Trippier, using his pace well. Good cross, who got it away, and Fuchs couldn't prevent the corner. And Burnley now starting to ask questions in the opening period of the second half. Encouraging signs for Stutzy's men at the moment. They've played all right. Stephen Defoe with the corner. It's not a bad one. Montero was right in there. It'll come here for Kimmich. Good save, Schmeichel. And away by Fuchs, and up towards Musa. But what an opportunity that was for Burnley to get level. But here's Musa at the other end. He's got support with Brighton here. It's end-to-end stuff. Musa again gets the crossing. Heaton comes and collects rather easily. And then it gives the ball away to Mendy. That was a little bit of brainless football there. And it's Riyad Mahrez. Still Mahrez. He's through. Good save from Heaton, atoning for that mistake. He knew he did wrong with the throw. Rushed it, and then when Mahrez got through, atoned superbly well, the Burnley captain. That was a remarkable good save. Leicester corner, and now we're gone. Old Brighton, Antonio only half away. Mahrez is there. Riyad Mahrez for Leicester. Good save from Heaton. It was straight at him in all truth. Here's Steve. Oh, Defoe has lost it. It's Musa. Deflected away. Will Trippier keep it out? No, he won't. It will be a corner. And now Leicester having a bit of a good spell here. Riyad Mahrez to take the corner now for the Foxes. Fearless Foxes. They got themselves, and it was a bit of a scramble. And away by Stephen Defoe. And Gray's through. And if he keeps his head now, he could well equalise. It's Andre Gray against Kasper Schmeichel. Round 2. And Schmeichel wins again. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, Brighton. Given away to Trippier. Lovely skills by the right back. Has he shown too much? Good cross towards the back post, and away by Danny Simpson. It will be a corner to Burnley. Stephen Defoe yet again curls it in. Good header. Drinkwater was in there. Schmeichel didn't come, and he was indecisive. And in came Shawcross, and he couldn't quite finish the job off there. And Leicester get it to safety. But my goodness, Burnley have had 2 or 3 golden chances to get themselves back into this game, and it could well prove to be a cost. Those chances could come back to haunt them. But here's Gray. They're not giving up by any means. Obviously what was said at half time from John Stutzy has obviously had a very good effect on things. This is Rashford. Can Rashford produce something of a spectacular variety? Tries to get the cross in, but it's just too close to Kasper Schmeichel. Last minute now, we're going towards 3 minutes of time added on. Stephen Defoe playing it through. It comes to Rashford here. Rashford, lovely control. It's Marcus Rashford for Burnley. It's equalised. Marcus Rashford has just probably turned Burnley's season in an instant. It could be the most crucial point they get this season, because it could well turn their fortunes around. And for all the while in this second half, it looked as if they were going to get nothing from a game they've worked so hard to try and get back into. They finally done it in the very last minute of the game. John Stutzy animated on the far side. It's his third goal of the season, and Burnley have saved themselves right at the very death. It's Leicester City 1, Burnley 1. What a finish to this game here at the King Power, as the whistle, in fact, is blown by Mr. Neil Swarbrick. So there we go. A great point there for the Clarets when it looked for all the while as if they were going to freeze and not take any chances, but Marcus Rashford, after Andre Graham missed 2 1-on-1s, his strike partner Marcus Rashford came up with a stunning equaliser to cancel out a goal from Al Marty, and it's finished Leicester City 1, Burnley 1. And that late draw there, that late equaliser from Rashford, has taken Burnley out of the bottom 3. A point clear of the bottom 3 now with Swansea, Southampton and West Brom. And what a fillip that is, really. Could that be a goal from Rashford that kick-starts Burnley's season and maybe gets them going again? It's their third draw of the season. You've still yet to win a game, but that's good for them. Leicester, however, they're down in 9th place, and they're currently at the moment on 7 points. But a good result for Burnley, because it looked as if they were going to go to the King Power and end up with nothing, but as it's turned out, it's a very fruitful 1 point, and that could be very crucial. Now the League Cup, those were some of the second round scores. Let's look at the third round draw, shall we, in just a minute or two. Here we go, round 3. So we play Nottingham Forest, Wimbledon play Wigan Athletic, Bristol City against Ipswich, Chelsea against West Brom, Spurs against Wolves, Everton QPR. There's a few big teams left in there. Southampton Manchester United is another standout game. But let's get over to Turf Moor, where we play 4 times League Cup winners Nottingham Forest, as we look to get through to the next round of the EFL Cup. Well, it's cup tie football for Burnley. First cup tie of the EFL Cup for them. They start in the third round inexplicably. And Marcus Rashford is certainly Nottingham Forest player to watch. 3 goals in his last 3 games, including a dramatic equaliser at Leicester City, which got them a crucial point which could turn their Premier League season around, which has got them out of the drop zone in the Premier League. But it's a bit of a change side tonight for Burnley. Alexander Mitrovic comes in to replace the rested Gray. So too Kimmich is rested as well. So in comes Jeff Henrik, and Johan Gouffron replaces the rested Jefferson Montero. Apart from that, it's the same team that drew 1-1 against the current Premier League champions. Let's have a look at Nottingham Forest. And so many years now out of the wilderness, it's hard to believe that they were twice winners of the European Cup under the late great Brian Clough. And this is how they line up. Stojkovic is now in goal. A few well-known faces in that squad, including Nicholas Bentner's on the bench, Eric Lehigh, Armand Traore, and a few other famous faces you'll see. Henry Lansbury as well could well be a threat for Forest this evening. So we're all set for this crucial third round game. Can Burnley get their first competitive win against Nottingham Forest this evening? Antonio now for Burnley. Burnley odds on by the bookies, by the way, to get their first win of the season. This is Mitrovic. A teasing cross, which Rashford was almost on the end of there, but it's gone for a throw. It must have took a slight deflection off a Forest player last, so it will be a throw, and it's Rashford to take. Coming up towards 10 minutes gone. Gouffron. He's got Henrik on 25 yards out. That's a good strike, and that's a wonderful goal. That's a nice way to get your first goal for the Clarets. Jeff Henrik, take a bow. Took the ball 25 yards out and bang with his right foot. The goalkeeper Stojkovic never even got there. Look at the way that curls and swerves, and it catches the goalkeeper unawares. Needed the underside of the crossbar for it to go in, but that's how it. But there we go. That's a wonderful goal from Jeff Henrik. His first goal of the season, and it's his first goal for the Clarets. 1-0 Burnley. Antonio. Good ball. Oh, here's Rashford. Could it be 2? Oh, good block by Lehigh. Still not over yet. Ball in towards Mitrovic, and the angle in the end died on him, and Stojkovic I think might have made a save out of that as well. Good chest control by the former Newcastle man. In fact, he got a deflection I think off one of the defenders there for Forest. Burnley corner, Stephen Defoe to take. Curls it out, and a good header. Oh, off the line. Off the line he was, and then Stojkovic having to make another good save, and Lehigh just hooks it away. Osborne, or a chance here for Britterton Bolonga. Prefer to Nicholas Bentner up front. It's Osborne, good save by Tom Heaton. That was a really good piece of goalkeeping by the Burnley captain. Osborne struck this one with a bit of venom, but Tom Heaton read it very well and made a very smart save. And it will be a Nottingham Forest corner. And this first half has been played at a very good pace, and it's going to be David Vaughan, formerly of Blackpool and Sunderland as well. He's another familiar face in the Nottingham Forest side, and he swings this corner in. Heaton coming there and got a substantial fist on that, which went away, but not very far as it turns out. Britterton Bolonga, there was a foul there in all of that by the goal scorer Henrik, and the referee has booked him for that, to the dismay of Jeff Henrik, but I think it was probably the correct decision, if truth be told. As you see it again, he comes in, yeah, he takes out Traore. The ball had literally gone a matter of seconds before then. Here's the free kick taken by Henry Lansbury, a good header there, and an opportunity there, forwarded there by Tom Heaton. Header one, and Burnley will not be too happy about that, but they're going to keep the lead going into half time. But Tom Heaton's made two big saves in this first half. Trippier coming up towards 36 minutes now. Stephen Defoe. Henrik again. Will he line up another shot? He will, but he was from a similar distance to the one before, where he absolutely cracked it in there. But at the moment there's no way through. And as you can see, that's a little promotion for our third and final game of this third episode of Burnley Career Mode, and that will be our third and final game. Burnley against Watford. You won't want to miss that one. Here's Stephen Defoe to Alexander Mitrovic, and Burnley now looking to end the first half on a real positive note. Britterton Bolonga, now Lam, Lehigh. Last seconds of the first half. Luca, Lehigh. Forest looking for this equalising goal, which would bring it to 1-1. Britterton Bolonga gets his shot in. Good effort, but just wide of the target, and away to safety for a goal kick. Well, we're 73 minutes into the game. There's not much happened really in this match, but it's enough for a triple substitution to be made. Jefferson Montero is one of the three coming on. Kimmich as well, and so too is Gray for the remainder of this second half. We're up towards the closing stages of what's been a really disappointing second half. There's not really been much to talk about, and it looks as if this cup tie is petering out, and both teams are settling for a 1-0 Burnley scoreline as Cohen plays that ball in, and Robertson with considerable leads gets it away. Here's Gray to Kimmich, and there goes the full-time whistle. Well, an utterly forgetful second half, really. In truth, it was a poor second half. There wasn't many highlights shown, so apologies for that, but a great first half that preceded that poor second half. A goal that really lit up the game from Jeff Henrik early doors in that first half. A 25-yard thunderbolt was more than enough and sufficient enough to see Burnley through to round 4 of this season's Capital One Cup. Final score, Burnley 1, Nottingham Forest 0, and Burnley safely through to round 4 of the EFL Cup this season. Well, we've got a much needed win there over Nottingham Forest. Apologies that there was no second half highlights. The game were a little bit dull in the second half, so that's why you probably saw more first half highlights than you did second half. Other results: Wimbledon 0, Wigan 2, Bristol City 1, Ipswich 2, Burnley, as you've seen, 3-1-0. Cambridge have knocked out Birmingham, Chelsea 3, West Brom 1. Peterborough have knocked out Man City on penalties 4-3. Preston 2, West Ham 1, another defeat there for West Ham. Manchester United 2-0 winners at Southampton. Spurs 3, Wolves 0. Sunderland 5, Hartlepool 0. Bournemouth 2, Leicester 1, so the champions are out. Bristol Rovers 3, Accrington 2. Crystal Palace 3, Northampton 0. Everton 2, QPR 1. Hull City 2, Watford 0. And finally Stevenage 1, Stoke City 2. So those are the results in tonight's EFL Cup, and in a second or two we'll give you the draw for the next round, the fourth round of course of this competition. And here we are. Bournemouth plays Sunderland. Our reward for getting past Nottingham Forest, Burnley, is a home match with Peterborough. Cambridge have got Chelsea. Wigan play Tottenham. Crystal Palace take on Bristol Rovers. Everton against Stoke. Hull City against Ipswich. And Manchester United against Preston. A good opportunity for Simon Grayson's men to really test themselves against the very best that Manchester United have to offer. Right, back to league matters now, and a Monday night fixture against Watford. Remember, we haven't won a match yet in the league. It's nearly the end of September. We've got 3 points to our credit, and because of the other results on the Saturday and Sunday, we've now dropped into the bottom 3. So it was imperative that we got a result against Watford today. Watford going into the match lying in 9th place. Could we get 3 crucial points against Watford, or will we become a cropper again? One is for sure. One thing really was for sure, we needed to win. Let's find out as we go back to Turf Moor again. And welcome to a Monday night fair at Turf Moor. It's a little bit of a chill in the air, but Burnley will be buoyed by their win the other day against Nottingham Forest in the EFL Cup, their first competitive win of the season. But more pressing for Burnley now. They're back in the drop zone after everybody else has played games, and they're only in the drop zone by virtue of the fact that it's goal difference. But this is a big match now against Watford, who are about a similar type of side to what the Clarets are. So this really is a real game Burnley need to win, and they've come back to their trying. Unfortunately, there was an injury picked up, and it means that Jeff Henrik has been rewarded, so Kimmich is dropped to the bench, and Jeff Henrik's reward is a starting berth today. Let's have a look at the Watford side, and this will be a tough test for them as well. There's John Stutzy, first win last week against Forest. It was a big one for them. Let's see who Walter Mazzari has picked. He's gone with Pantelimon preferred to Gomez, Cathcart and Yamat amongst the bench. No Troy Deeney there significantly, and it's Igalo up front for Watford. Gala is his strike partner, but Olabas and one or two others there as well. Stephen Defoe, been one of the most consistent performances in Burnley season so far. So can Burnley get their first win of the season? Let's find out. Referee Kevin Friend of Leicestershire. Here's Trippier. Given away there to Barami. And now Hollybass. Running to traffic. In fact, it's a free kick to Watford. Foul on Hollybass by Mikel Antonio, the £6.5 million signing from West Ham. Etienne Capoue, former Spurs player of course. Still going, past one player, past another. Here's Pereira, back to Etienne Capoue, and just shoots wide, the former Spurs man. And the goal kick is being given. And the first blood almost drawn there by the man from Hertfordshire. And just pulled wide agonisingly for them by Etienne Capoue. Good chance there for Watford to take the lead. Antonio, 12 minutes of the match gone. Again, really that Burnley could do with getting 3 points from here. Hedrick with a good shot, but again well held by Costel Pantelimon. Olivas, Capoue. Olivas has continued his run here, and he's been found. And that's a lovely ball now to Pereira, edge of the D. Danger here for Burnley, but again Robertson. Good challenge there. 39 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Tense game here at Turf Moor because both teams really could do with 3 points. Burnley obviously to kick-start their season and to try and climb away from that dreaded relegation trapdoor zone. And here's Olibas now in a bit of space, but Antonio cuts that out and concedes a corner. And Burnley will be relieved it wasn't a bit more than that. So Pereira with it. Into the danger zone. Still not away at Capu. But taken away momentarily. But here's a chance here for Diaghi. And Hollybass has got him behind. And it's a goal kick. Came off Hollybass finally. We're into time. Added on. Stoppages at the end. Oh! And Ozaka nearly got in there for Watford, and that could have been a disastrous end of the first half. In fact, it might just turn out all right because Andre Gray's through. Chance here now. Gray! Yes! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant from Andre Gray. And Burnley strike a crucial blow right on the stroke of half-time. And a goal when they needed it most, just like the one they got against Leicester right at the last knockings there up down at the King Power a couple of weeks ago. But they've really struck gold here. 1-0 to the Clarets, right on the stroke of half-time. John Stutzy is lobbing it. And 1-0 to the Clarets, and Gray's second goal of the Premier League, and it couldn't have been more timed. 2 minutes into the second half, and here come Watford looking for an instant response, and a good header. And a well held by Tom Heaton. Had to just fling himself a touch to his left and he did alright, but Robertson has lost it, and here is Pereira now for Watford. Etienne Capu, good play by him, and again the ball in field. Igalo, we haven't really seen much of him really as an attacking force. Robertson, oh, given away to Igalo, but Keane picks it up. Well, really Watford should have done a lot better with these interceptions. Here's Rashford. And here's Stephen Defoe. Oh, what a lovely ball. Here's Gray. Tries the shot and he's gone in at the near post. Pantelimon will be absolutely fuming with himself about that. But Andre Gray won't mind one shot, and neither will Burnley, because we've extended the lead to 2-0. 2-0 it is. There's the right-footed shot. And Pantelimon, I don't know what his geography was, but he didn't really seem to pick up the flight of the ball. But that's taken nothing away from Andre Gray. He's deserved that bit of luck after missing out twice against Leicester. And Burnley lead by 2-0 as we approach an hour gone. Okara. Good run. He'll get a second go here against Shawcross. Okara again. And he can't get it through. This is Olibas. Sweet skills by him. And again, Pereira. Olibas continues his run. Danger here for the Clarets. Robertson was there. And that could have been another opportunity going begging here for Watford. And in fact, it's a counter-attack and it's Gray leading the charge. And it's Marcus Rashford. Well held by Pantelimon. Burnley on course for their first Premier League win. And what a lovely ball. This could settle it now. Gray for the hat-trick. What a good save by Pantelimon again. Gives it the fist bumps. But Burnley, Watford rather, will need a lot more than that in the remaining 12 minutes for stoppage time if they're going to get anything out of this game. That's a marvellous save by Pantelimon. But instead of giving it the fists, his team have got to get on with it. Burnley making a triple substitution. Andre Gray's coming off. We'll confirm all the subs for you in just a moment or two, but they're just being made at the moment. There's three of them, of course. We'll bring them to you as soon as we get it. Mitrovic is on for Montero as Capu clears there. Goffran replaces Henrik, and of course Kimmich replaces Gray. Here's Antonio, good save, and a chance for Mitrovic, saved on the line. Saved on the line there by Pantelimon, and Halibas can get it away. And Watford there, surviving just about there from going 3-0 down. 5 to go, and Burnley now looking to just wrap it up in a bit of style here. This is Marcus Rashford. Oh, that's a lovely save. It's a lovely save from Costel Pantelimon. If it wasn't for him tonight, Watford could be 4, maybe 5-0 down in this match. And Igalo comes off, and Michael Arobi, or whatever he's called, I can't see properly there, but he's come on. Here's the corner, floated in, well defended by Watford, and now Troy Deeney, substitute. Here's a chance now for Watford, and Deeney is through. Chance here for the substitute. He's practically one-on-one with Tom Heaton. He beats him, he's hit the post, and a chance here for Decore to tap it in. And Watford will at least get a consolation goal. Clean sheet again gone for Burnley in the Premier League yet again. We are a Premier League clean sheet, but at the moment it doesn't really matter because they should really do enough from now on in to get the victory. But the way it's ended for them tonight is a sloppy way to concede a goal. But Watford had a bit of respectability, and Decore pulls it back to 2-1. And here's Mitrovic now. Burnley looking to still finish it in style. Here's Alexander Mitrovic, pulls the shot wide, but referee Kevin Friend brings the game to a close. And with it, a first Premier League victory of the season for the newly promoted Clarets. And 2 goals from Andre Gray were sufficient enough to see Burnley over the line. They should have won it by 2 or 3 more. Should have scored 2 or 3 more in truth, but you'll take it at 2-1 anywhere, any day of the week. Watford pulled one back towards the end, but it was never going to be enough. Burnley get their first win. Final score, Burnley 2, Watford 1. And what a crucial 3 points that was. Fantastic result there for Burnley. We were hanging on a bit towards the end there when Watford pulled one back, but 2 brilliant strikes from Andre Gray absolutely got us our first win. We're at the bottom 3. We're now up to the dizzy heights of 14th. We're only 3 points above the drop zone, but I'll tell you what, that is a booster, knowing now that the pressure's off a little bit because of the Arsenal home match, and which is next up for us in the first episode of the next episode. That's the first game up. In fact, so we've got 3 tough games. We've got 2 at home in the next episode. We've got Arsenal coming up in between, and then the Everton game, that's at the end. Sandwiched in between that is a tough little trip to Southampton, and that is a relegation 6-pointer above all others. Well, that's about it for this particular episode 3 of the FIFA 17 Burnley Career Mode. Thank you very much for watching. Keep subscribing to the channel because we need as many subscribers as you can. Remember, if we can get about 50 likes, we'll do some special Q&A or behind the scenes footage. Please, we'll tell your friends. Anyone who's already subscribed to me, please tell your friends. It's important that this channel gets subscribed because I do it for you, the public. I don't do it for anybody else. I don't do it for me. I don't do it for the man in the moon. I do it for you, the public. So please keep subscribing, keep liking, and keep messaging me good comments. Take care. I'll see you for episode 4 very soon. From me, JB, take care.